Excuse me, could you tell me how to get to the medical school? I'm supposed to be doing a lecture in about 20 minutes and my driver's a bit lost.
You go straight ahead and you make the left over the bridge.
That's a lovely accent you have. New Jersey?
Austria.
Austria? Well then. Good day, mate. Let's put another shrimp on the barbie.
Let's not.
What is geography? According to the Loetscher document, geography involves exploring, analyzing, and explaining the characteristics of places in our world through perspectives based on the concepts of place, space, and environment. There are various categories within geography to specialize in, including cultural, urban, social, economic, or political geography. However, all are connected or separate through their geographical location. Geography can be studied within a local, national, regional, or global scale. However, there are various concepts which can be explored, such as place, space, environment, interconnection, sustainability, scale, or change. A lot of the times, these concepts are combined to develop an understanding of a culture, religion, race, species, and a variety of other important information from our past to our present to the future.
China's history, dating back more than 4,000 years, is marked by the rise and fall of great dynasties. The earliest, the Shang and Zhou dynasties, saw the beginning of Chinese silk-making, writing, and art, including bronze work and carved jade. The Qin dynasty, from 221 to 206 BC, was short-lived, but left a lasting mark. Qin ruler Shi Huangdi created an empire and built the Great Wall to protect China from nomadic invaders. During the Han dynasty, from 202 BC to 220 AD, the Chinese traded with other civilizations. Goods passed along the Silk Road, stretching to India, the Middle East, and the Roman Empire. However, with their advanced art and technology, the Chinese saw little need for contact with foreigners. They considered their land the center of the civilized world.
China experienced many hardships, one of which is known as the Cultural Revolution, a communist movement led by Chairman Mao. During this time, foreigners, who rarely came to China, were treated with suspicion and contempt. Even their geographical neighbors were ignored, and in return, the world avoided China and Chairman Mao, as the horrors of the Cultural Revolution took place. However, after the Cultural Revolution, China became more prevalent on the world map, working harder and trading with more countries until now. China is recognized as one of the leading traders of the world and an economically influential country. Through this example, there are various points to recognize of the importance of geographical influences upon a country. Ancient China has a unique and distinct culture formed and maintained by hundreds of years of tradition and isolation from other countries. Whereas in the past, China would refuse to associate with foreigners, China now is a shining example of influence and cooperation, evident through a combination of their culture and other cultures around the world. Other aspects of geography are prevalent throughout China's history. Through the rise and fall of dynasties and leadership, borders have changed to increase or decrease the size of China to ultimately make it the country that it is today. Other aspects to consider include the population, weather, or politics. Comparing past and present civilizations can be an effective tool in teaching geography to children. This activity focuses strongly on the concept of change. As mentioned in the Loetscher document, an awareness of change over time and space is important in helping students understand what is happening around them and to see their world as dynamic. Scale is also explored as the pedagogy to look for relationships between phenomena at different scales, such as the influence of national economic policies on local economies. Sustainability can be further explored through the underlying attitudinal, demographic, social, economic, and political causes and consequences of unsustainable situations. Interconnection is prevalent throughout, emphasizing that no object of geographical study can be viewed in isolation. Furthermore, examining the ways that people use, alter, and manage environments and how the environment contributes to their sense of identity is explored through this activity. Most importantly, the concepts of space and place are fundamental, recognizing that places may be altered and remade by societies and exploring how this space is represented, depicted by maps, photographs, songs, stories, and dance. This activity can be used and altered to suit the needs of all ages, from grade 1, looking and comparing photographs, songs, or furniture, to grade 7, exploring political differences, geographical differences, or architectural variations.
In order to successfully teach geography in the classroom today, it is important for the curriculum to incorporate factors such as 1. Flexibility to meet the needs of all learners, 2. Multiple literacies to develop cultural literacies and non-traditional literacies such as financial, media, and environmental factors, 3. Be inquiry-focused, and 4. To build relationships with students to collaboratively and cross-culturally pose and solve problems. And lastly, to integrate students' knowledge from other subjects and stimulate student curiosity about the future and challenge critical analytical skills and evaluation. This can be obtained by asking the students the what, why, and what if questions. As teachers, the goal should be to engage and involve them in the knowledge and inquiry of geography. Approaches to achieve this goal may be to encourage student learning in the classroom, facilitate critical analysis through the process of inquiry, be creative, and engage in higher order thinking and problem solving. This can also be achieved by relating content to student life experiences as a way of building upon their cultural capital and virtual school bag. Why is it important to teach geography? Geography's contribution to the school curriculum can teach students the basic knowledge and understanding of the world and their place in it. As Bonnet suggests, to study geography is to study the world both near and far. Learning and studying geography can nurture students' curiosity about the world they live in. It can answer inquisitive questions about why a country or a major world region has their particular environmental, cultural, political, social, and economic significance. To name a few, geography not only can increase the global knowledge of young Australians, but also their capacity to understand the uniqueness as well as the similarities between places and the connectedness and consequences of them. An understanding of the significance of location, distance, and proximity, spatial thinking skills, and holistic thinking can equip students to be informed citizens of the future. Teaching students geography can increase the global knowledge as they can come to know the world's changing demographic, economic, and political structures. For example, if students are taught about the countries around the world, it builds a foundation to understand the different cultures, traditions, and international events. Geography also teaches about the connections between places throughout the world and how they are linked in a variety of ways. For example, through natural processes, cultural influences, and the exchange of ideas and information between countries. By learning the connectedness of places, students can examine the effects and changes produced, allowing students to see the world in a much wider context. Geography contributes to students' personal development as it equips them with a wide range of personal and social skills. It allows them to explore different places and learn about how its identity and culture can influence and change. Through an investigation and learning of their own place, it can help young people develop their identity. Spatial thinking and the ability to see patterns and the relationships between objects can also be developed. McInerney believes the most important question is how geography in the school curriculum can shape and influence students to become agents of change. As geography can help students develop holistic thinking, it can also equip students to have a solid understanding of local and global matters. As the world we live in is constantly changing, it is important that the geography curriculum that we teach our students are up to date with the changes upon us in the 21st century.
Welcome to Odyssey, a new learning and teaching resource for primary schools. I'm Jenny Cook, a primary school teacher and Odyssey's creator. Odyssey allows you to explore the world in many different ways, with an interactive map, a live news feed, over 500 pages of written content, games, and a tool that enables classrooms to communicate with others around the world. This is the Odd Pod, our interactive map, a fun way for you and your children to explore the world. You can change the view of the map, or your view of the world. You can zoom in and discover hundreds of Odyssey pins that have been organised by category. Click to expand and read more. Teachers and travel writers have written our content, making it current and child-friendly, perfect for research and discussion. Our two characters, Odd and Izzy, take children on a journey around the world, telling stories along the way and sharing secret facts. Thousands of images bring the text to life and provide a superb stimulus for literacy and art. Navigating through the site is simple. You can jump from page to page, create your own journey through topics using our highlighted links, and bookmark pages for quick access. Within more detailed topics, such as environmental change, you can click on Sneak a Peek. This condenses a topic down to one page of easy-to-read sentences. Odyssey also provides teachers with a bank of creative ideas of how to take topics across the curriculum. Class Pals is a really clever way to communicate with other classrooms from around the world. Simply find a class from our list, sort by category, learn more about them, and request to become friends. Once accepted, classes can communicate by sending virtual postcards to each other. Not only is it a quick way for you to bring an international dimension to your teaching, but it also helps children understand more about the lives of others. And finally, to top it all, we have fun learning games about the world for children to play.
We love Odyssey!
Odyssey, where the world comes to life.